Welcome back everyone, I'm Craven and this is Rhapsody. We're back once again and I promise you, all these people lying here on the floor, I was gonna say not my fault, but technically it is, because I defeated the worm. But yes, they all will be okay at some point. But since the worm is now defeated, we can go into the caverns itself and find our stone. But I want to check really quickly, maybe we have some new texts in town, seeing as we changed a few stuff with beating the worm. The Tower of Oasis was built by the miners who worked in the Inonium Mine. Sir Rosenqueen is the owner of this mine. And of course, I want to see the entrance where we first saw the old train. I want to see what's there now, if it's still the train or if we now can get through it at some point. Oh, it's been so long since my daughter disappeared. I don't even see her in my dreams anymore. Okay, that's kind of sad. A few years ago, people started disappearing from the mine. I came looking for the prince, but I haven't found Jack. Well, you are searching for Ferdinand, so be glad you didn't find Jack. I've been standing here picking my nose the whole time. Oh, I can't find Grandpa. Oh, where did Grandpa go? He shouldn't be running around, he could get hurt. Is he gonna be one of the people that was eaten up by the minecart worm? Maybe. A few days ago, some dumb guy asked me if I know how to get to Cape Hope. So did you? Lady Atoll has become such a beautiful girl. I remember when she was just a child. Ah, welcome. Okay, let's see if there's something interesting here. We should have already both of them. Well, since they're cheap, and by now we have a shit ton of money, I can give this to Billy. No, and he's not getting the ropes of healing, because what I've been doing, because it's been a while since I played because I was on vacation, so I wanted to do a couple of fights, and since Kid was on a really favorable level, I thought I'm gonna pick one of his brothers, Billy, and level him up as well, because one of the things I want to check, and I think I mentioned it before, is I want to see with Flair and the Egg brothers, just seeing if they reach level 30, if we get like a same scene as we had with Shartae and Terra. Don't know if they're gonna happen, but it is something nice to work to, and if it doesn't happen, we still have a couple of really nice characters we can fight with against our enemies, so never a bad thing. Alright, but it does seem that everybody is still saying the exact same thing as before. Let's get down here. Ah, the train is still here. Would have been nice if this was now gone. So do we need to enter here? Or we found the worm? I'm gonna try from the worm side. It is technically the same dungeon apparently. Because we didn't find a stone if I remember correctly, so we'll have a nice look around. And of course, if we end up in town, from this we know that this is not the spot we need to be. And we actually need to go into the mine itself. But that might be a little bit early to tell. And of course, as with every dungeon, a lot of walking about. But as long as we find items like these, I'm fine with it. Found illustration number 2. Yeah, at some point we're just gonna go through all the illustrations we found and enjoy them together, because they are very nice indeed. I like dead ends and I like treasure chests, because it means that we can tick it off the list and we don't need to be in this area anymore. I'm still gonna go down here. I'm hoping that this way will lead back to town. So we have that connection. Found elixir cocoa. Yes. All the elixirs are fine things. Great healing items, and I don't think we found an enemy yet that gives it to us. So anything we find in the chest is a good thing. I was wondering if there were enemies here or not. Here, let's do a horn. And at this point we still need to be a little bit protective about Billy. Because he's not so strong yet. He's getting there, because just like with Flare, at some point the strength will take over. And also the survivability of the character itself. Let's test it out, because he levels up quite often in the beginning. Increase offense, flame, fire, heal. Not bad. Ooh, it attacks everyone. Impressive. Yeah, I'm not worried of them attacking us. Let's see if he can do some actual damage physically. Alright, that's not too bad for such a young character. And of course, massive amount of Inonium. Put it on the pile. So Billy is definitely a support character. I think we can very easily say that. This place is so big. So much to see, so much to do. I'm thinking it's only gonna get worse with future dungeons, isn't it? Good. Dead ends are good. But as long as I can still see the path that we walked, we're fine. If not, then we'll just cut it towards where I know we haven't been to yet. Move it. Can reach them, so horn. And the thing I'm hoping with Flare level 30 is that it grows up into a beautiful dragon with some very impressive attack abilities. Mega fire. Okay, that's a bit too quickly. Give me at least a couple of rooms before you start attacking me. In front, same as before. If you can't attack, then increase. Giga. Yes. And usually I don't use the multiple target magic, just because if the angle is not right and I can't attack in 2 turns, just to get the battle over pretty quickly. Actually the same reason why we use the horn, because the power-up makes it easier for our characters to knock them down in one go. And of course, if Billy reaches toward level 30... Ah, there it is! We are back in town. Okay, so it is connected, just like I hoped. So, all we need to do is get back. I wouldn't bore you with that, so let's head back into the dungeon and find our way back to where we were, like 15 screens ago. Alright, I think we're back again at the rest of the dungeon, because I'm finding new chests with content. Beautiful music can be heard from the chest. Would you like to listen? I would like to listen, but I really doubt it's going to be beautiful music.
Nippon Ichi software.
Okay, slightly beautiful music, but not perfection. Are these two chests? Or... Okay, I'm gonna stand on the other side of the first chest, because I might have clicked on both of them at the same time. Or it could just be two musical chests. I'm gonna do it anyway, because there is a counter on finding all the musical chests. But that means that we found two in the same room, which is pretty weird. Alright. I found reality, finally we can get back to it. I want to know what it is, that sounds really specific. Recovers from philanthropy. Alright, that's probably something we haven't seen yet. Okay, so I've walked through every room twice, and it seems that the stone is potentially not there. Which is okay, which it can, because there were two entrances back here into this dungeon, or the mine itself. I wanted to check both. Now we have fully completed this one, found all the chests in there, so that's great. Now let's get into the mine and see if we can get a stone, because this was the other location, which looks more like an actual mine. Alright. And if I have done this before, because like I said, I'm just back from vacation, so I'm hoping that I haven't checked this before in the previous one. I will of course go straight to the end. Looks like we didn't. So exploration we go. There's actually quite a decent amount of Inonium to find in a chest. I don't think we found that amount so far. Compared to what we already have, it's of course nothing, but I'd rather have a lot of something than absolutely nothing. Well, a song chest would also be accepted, of course. I wonder if there's gonna be like a boss at the end of it, another guardian that we need to convince or defeat. And not the word kill, of course, because we don't kill guardians anymore. We did it once, and I do not want to repeat that. More money? Just in the middle of the road for no apparent reason. Ooh, those look a little bit more impressive. Alright, still can't... Uh-oh. No! Not her. There's a great range and does a decent amount of damage, and with a few more extra levels, maybe even an upgrade to the fire magic, it can do lots. And let's move in front of Cornet, because I don't know if they can actually break a petrified character. Let's hope not. Alright, Billy, you earned that level up. And as always, we're just gonna go one route until we are stopped, or if we recognize where we're going and we've already been there. Wow! This is amazing! Oh, Cornet, this is... Inonium! No way! Yes way! This is the biggest deposit I've ever seen! We're gonna be rich, we won't have to live off of your tips anymore. What are you standing around for? Start grabbing as much as you can. No. No, we're not here to get rich. We're here to get one stone. The stone we need to save the prince. I'm thinking this is like a lesson. I think if we say we're going to grab as much as we can, we're going to be attacked by the Guardian. If we say no, he might pop up and say, you did a good thing. You did not steal from our treasures. So I'm going to say no and see what happens. We should leave this Inonium alone. What are you talking about? No one's going to miss any... Well, I guess you're right. We shouldn't be messing with it. What? Acquired Windsor. I knew it. I knew it. Ever since that first Guardian we killed, by accidental choice, I've been more worried about it, but we are making better decisions now. The Inonium must be reacting to your feelings, Cornet. That is good. We are good people, and we cut our next stone. That means we have now 3 and 2 to go. And if I remember correctly, we do have a hint to go to Bluecat, I think. And we also, if you remember, clearly it's been a few episodes ago, I think we found there a pirate's lair without a ship. After we got that hint, I was thinking maybe that ship is now there. Don't know if that will lead to a stone, but there's a clear hint we need to follow up. And I think I will search the rest of this cave. If I found any impressive treasures or mutations to our group because we reached level 30, I will let you know. Other than that, I'll see you at the exit of this mine. Alright, that is all the way back again. We found 2 items, which both were not too impressive. We found another illustration, number 11, and a warrior charm that we can use to increase our stats of one of our companions. Other than that, not a lot of corridors left we hadn't checked before, so this mine was not pretty big. But I'm glad we went through it. So, let's head over to Bluecat and see if we can follow up on that hint. Are there anything here we haven't gone to before? Ah, so they were talking about something already, the Cape Hope. Could it be a 12 that we're talking about that? Because someone did ask them to where it was. Oh well. I'm sure that wherever we go, she will pop up again and again and again. Right, so where was the shop here? Because I want to have a quick check if there's anything new. I can't remember if we got the Dragon's Claw, because when we were here last, it was a pretty long while ago, so there's a good chance I didn't get this. But it's a hell of an offensive weapon to have. So an extra one never hurt anyone. Did you know that the cats could talk? A cat came up to me the other day and asked me if I knew where the Tower of Wisdom was. Those pirates were saying that this ship is in a house, but how is that possible? So same text, and we know that this is the pirate house. So I guess there's nothing else to do for us than to just go ahead. You know what? There's one thing I want to do first, and that is just have a little blessing of the goddess over us, just so we're fully healed. It never hurt anyone. Okay, so at the end of this dungeon, there should be a dock. And I wonder if the ship will be there. And I think we already went through the entire thing. Can't remember exactly how to get there. So I will see you once we find the dock. And there it is. I knew it was here somewhere, and the ship has finally arrived. And look at that. Picture of beauty. Huh? What do you want? This is no place for someone like you. Go home. But that's just rude. I just want to check the ship. I want to see if there's something interesting on there. Alright. Looks like this hint is a bust. And I mean, it's not like a complete bust, but we need to find a way on here. Maybe when we get back to town and we talk to the people, we can find out why they're not letting us in here. Maybe we need some type of extra item. So let's get out of here and see if we can find more hints about the pirates. Alright, so let's look about town to see if we can find some hints. This town is happening, but I'm too old to get any action. Oh, no, I didn't need to read that. Welcome to Bluecat, but you won't find any blue cats around here. Well, this should be a nice place to get some information. It is a bar after all. Welcome, please make yourself at home. Well, I make my life by digging up cat's eyes, but they're getting pretty scarce. I better find myself another job before the bottom drops out. I don't want to dig up those cat's eyes anymore. There's a ghost-like girl running around using nutty spells on people. A ghost girl. Interesting. Maybe we should have a look there at some point. Hey, did you know that there's supposed to be a port just for pirates? Yeah, I've been there. They're not letting me in. That means that mean-looking woman is a member of the White Whales. Don't mess with her. Some of the ruins of the ancients are capable of floating, and I don't believe it. Oh, some of the White Whale pirates were lost at sea during the storm, but they deserved it. Only 20 men made it to shore when the whale buster sank in the Great Sandstorm. However, the captain's son, Lebinsky, wasn't as fortunate. The captain hasn't been the same since. Well, supposedly someone spotted Golonzo cleaning the deck of a ship yesterday. They also said that Marjorly's henchmen were making him do it. He may be trying to use them to take over the kingdom. Nah. Golonzo's too stupid to mastermind something like that. So it does seem like Golonzo is doing some really shady stuff in the back end, isn't he? Let's listen.
Nippon Ichi software.
These two singers get everywhere, don't they? I know that won't bring Lubinsky back, but Mary's been heartbroken ever since. At the very least, if Mary knew that Lubinsky left for her, I'm sure it would ease her pain. What? You willing to go get it for her? Get what? But sure? Oh, it's a sunken pirate ship. Are you really going? Sure? Going to the pirate ship, your courage is impressive. There's a cave in one of the houses in town. At the end of the cave, you'll find our ship. There's a guard named Dave. Just tell him my name and he'll let you through. Anyway, be careful. If you can't do it, it's alright. Okay, so I think we just got our access pass to the ship. Nice. Leave me alone. Our ship is hidden in the cave. What cave, you say? The cave is located inside one of the houses in town. There's a guard named Dave. Just tell him my name and he'll let you through. You're pretty brave for a country girl. Anyway, be careful. If you can't do it, it's alright. Nah, we can do it. Even if we don't use our maximum team, we should be okay. But let's sing for some tips before we go. Cornet, why won't you play for your horn? Yes. 40 Inonium as a tip. Well, that should be enough for some meals. Alright, let's see if that name actually works. Huh? What do you want? This is no play with someone like you. Go home. You aren't that bad at all. You're actually pretty cute. Since we're alone, do you wanna, you know... I was told by Miss Karen to... Karen? Lady Karen? I'm sorry, I didn't know. Please come in. Oh, please don't tell Lady Karen about this. Damn, Karen does have a firm grip on her pirates, that's for sure. Oh, you won't tell Lady Karen about this? If she finds out, I've had it. Please, come aboard. Don't you love the salty breeze of the ocean? Arr! It'd be strange that a girl like you would get on this pirate ship. Yeah, you don't have to make pirate noises, I know you're a pirate. I think our captain is going to find the sunken ship. Don't say anything about his son. He'll be glad you didn't. Alright, let's get below deck. Tuckruff isn't in his room. I wonder where he went to. Don't you have anything better to do than look inside barrels? Absolutely not. Because you never know what you're gonna find in barrels. Found healing candy. It's a picture of Karen in a bikini. Yep, that's her crew, alright. The box is rotten. Ah, Tuckruff left his journal on the table again. He shouldn't leave stuff like that lying around. You never know who might see it. Tuckruff's diary is on the table. Read it? I might just do that. Journal entry. I had another dream again. Libany was calling for help, the same way he did on that terrible day. I was always thinking about you, Libany. Days that we partied together, talking about girls, it's so hard. What would I have done on the day of the accident? Libany, tell me. I had the same dream again. Maybe deep in my heart I wanted you to die. Maybe I was jealous of what you and Mary had together. Maybe I should have died that day. Could I have saved Libany in those conditions? The only reason I lived was that there was a pole floating near me. The diary ends here. So he's torn by the loss of his friend. Oh, this ship is built to look exactly like the whale buster that sunk 5 years ago. Like a tribute? It's like a tribute, isn't it? That storm that killed so many of my mates still freaks me out. No diary here. Mary Coco. Eat whenever you want, play whenever you want, sleep whenever you want. That's what being a pirate is all about. For as long as you listen to the captain. Found 600 Inonium, beautiful. Oh, if Lebinsky was here, the white whale would be much more active. Well, maybe we can do something about that. Oh, the white whale haven't been themselves lately. That must be because the captain's depressed about his son's death. Which is an understandable thing to be depressed about. But maybe we can help him in a little bit. Oh, everyone says bad things about Tuckruff, but there was nothing he could have done in that kind of weather. Well, try to say that to him. It's a trash can. I always see the captain giving Tuckruff the evil eye. You know what that means? Yeah, that he blames him for the loss of his son. Lebinsky and Tuckruff were the best of buds. I'm sure Tuckruff feels really bad about the accident. I'm sure he does. That girl on the poster is hot. I wonder where she lives. Really? Why do guys always have posters of girls in bikinis? Well, it's because games like this shows them to us and we think that's normal. Not that I have a poster of girls on my wall. Definitely not. 300 Inonium. How many of those things do they have here? I think they just bought the entire collection. There is a lot of room on the ship. Oh, I heard that Lubinsky was alive for a while after the ship sunk. Dekarov just watched Lubinsky drown while he saved his own skin. It's a calendar. Yeah, but you could wonder, was he really able to save him or not? And being a survivor while others have died, it's a hard thing as it is. But having other people blame you for people's death, that's gotta be rough. Oh, I can talk to people, but I can feel what they are thinking or something like that. It's confusing, I know. It's more of a curse than a blessing. You don't know how many miserable people there are in the world. Probably more than we think. Healing Ball. The White Whale pirates used to worship Mary. Everyone was so depressed when Lubinsky captured her heart. Why did Karen make us take this kid to the sunken ship? Oh, just as well. I wanted to see where Lubinsky died anyway. What was that, Tarkov? Did you say something? Oh no, I was just thinking how dangerous it would be. If we're going to save someone, it would be worth it, but for someone who's already dead? How dare you say that? You left my son to die. So, that's what you're thinking? I remember that day so clearly. I've never seen such a storm. I was holding onto the pole, barely keeping myself afloat. When I looked up, I saw Libany drowning near me. I stretched and I stretched my hand as far as I could to grab him, but the next thing, I knew he was gone. I see that dream every day, every single day. I often wake up in the middle of the night in cold sweat. Libany was... Libany? Oh, my son. This is the Whale Busters. How can this be? The ship sunk. Oh, my son! Where's my son? Captain! Oh, Libany. I'm sorry I wasn't strong enough to save you. I should have been the one to drown. Hey, Kururu, what should we do? I really don't want to be here right now. Oh, what you talking about, Cornet? The water stone is here somewhere. Besides, if we haven't noticed, we're sitting at the bottom of the ocean. And unless you start learning to breathe water, we're stuck here. Yeah, but... But what? You do want to save your prince, don't you? You're right. We've come this far. I can't quit now. That's the spirit, Cornet. Alright. You can find the rare ring that Libany found on the table. And I was just about to say, we're gonna explore this ship next time, but before we do that, let's finish off this fight. Yeah, let's just have them come to us first. Good. Alright, I'm not gonna move, we're gonna stay right here and we'll check the chest and the table next time, see if we can find that rare ring. Because if the game makes notice of it, it has to mean something. I'm pretty sure we need to get that ring to the ghost and see some interaction between Takrov, the captain, and of course Lubinsky. Just in hope to get them together once again, and maybe after that we get the water stone. And if we get that water stone, we only need one more. Don't know yet where it is, but I'm sure at some point we'll get a hint in order to get there. So, until then, I wish you all a great night, morning, day, wherever you are. And if you're still here, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and be back next time as we continue to explore this ghost ship. I think it's pretty obvious that that's what it's gonna be, isn't it? Ruined ships everywhere, broken bits, skeletons on it, a ghost of someone that died. It's a ghost ship. So let's check that out next time. Bye bye.